What's goody? What's goody? Back with another one because you know Raider Nation needed another one. It's your boy, Yerp Jers. This is Raiders football. How y'all feeling? Hope everybody all right. Hope everybody having a good night. A lot to talk about. I don't know. I just keep watching that game, bro. I actually watched the full game, and um, I'm excited to see what we could do. Um, come this Saturday, yo. I think um I think come Saturday we just gonna like all the because the more I watch it, the more I know it's like it wasn't really these are like little mistakes that could be fixed. Like it's nothing like major mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Um as well as for the offensive line too, you feel me? So shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Nav man in the building. What's happening, brother? Rob in the building. What's goody, Rob? Zach in the building. What's happening on? Bro say you're. So what's your take on the offensive line? Yeah, I was just about to get to that, but I ain't want to leave y'all out real quick. Wanted to shout out the chat real quick. I got you, Rob. I'm about to get right to it right now. Billy Davis in the building. What's happening? What up, Raider Nation? I'm just checking in before I go to work. The chat. I appreciate you just pulling up, bro. Um, So, Rob, let me get to your question. What you said real quick. Bro said, "What is your take on the offensive line?" um, so that's interesting you said that because I was paying a lot more attention to them too. Um, a lot of that, a lot of this stuff. First of all, them referees was tripping because some of them, the penalties they were calling was bogus. They called one on Jonah Lalu. They called two on him that was bogus. Even Kirk Morrison said it, but it is what it is. Uh, but um, but the offensive line, I think they're gonna play a lot better this upcoming game. Like I said, the live, the, as far as like tackling and all that other stuff, and like you know, first time jitterbugs, I guess you could say, with most of the team. I mean, some of the line. Um, but I think once you've seen them starting to settle in, I know it took up until like late in the second half, but you know, you can see you can see them starting to settle in and starting to understand. You feel me? And I think that's what's going to happen come this Saturday. That's just going to happen off the rip. I think Pete Carroll's going over everything. I think so. I think they're going over a lot of things that I'm talking about the players. Players going over a lot of things that needs to be, you know, the mistakes that they made. They need to be corrected, and I think that's what they're doing. Um, we got two additional guys added to the team. Uh, and then Marquez something. He was on the squad when like 21, 23 around here. But Yeah, another wide receiver, another, what's the name? One dream was happening, bro. Marcus Banks was good, bro. But yeah, Rob, and to the offensive line, I think just they just need to just continue to keep playing with each other, keep pause. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Keep that camaraderie going, you know, keep getting reps together and stuff like that. And once the more reps they get together, the more that they're playing throughout the game, I think it'll be better. They'll be better, especially next week. Yeah. Word up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, I was like, yo, now watching it to like I watched it twice today. Well, I'm like, yo, it's not that bad, yo. Like everybody's, getting their drawers in a bunch, getting their panties in a bunch and shit. Like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to pump the brakes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think that they're gonna be a lot better this coming game. Um, it's another game that I watched, which was the 49ers game in the Denver Broncos preseason game, and yeah, it wasn't looking that good for the 49ers. Shout out to Law Dog, but bro, I don't know what you was talking about with the offensive lineman. Uh, I like, I didn't like, I can not one bit. Let Eric Benito rush in twice, get untouched. Like it was crazy. Exactly. Like all these guys is like Nash said. Caleb Rogers was one of them. I watched him too. I watched them all. I watched Locky Tassi move motherfuckers. Nobody keep talking about that. I watched him move people a couple times. Peyton Boyd touched it there. He played a little bit early too. You know what I'm saying? He played a little early. Um, but yeah, Caleb Rogers, yeah. Uh, he definitely let Bull go by twice. Then like yeah, afterwards he started to settle down. Like I said, they started to settle down and started to play a little bit better. Um, but I see that gets corrected and they'll play better throughout the whole game. Nigga. So he said maybe nerves. Nah, I think that's more of it. What it was, the use of playing with each other. Playing against each other throughout camp and not playing against another opponent kind of like hindered that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you would say, uh, but Grant, no, Grant probably had like one or two, probably like two or three snaps that was pretty good. But other than that, he was getting tossed around, bruh. He need to hit that weight room a little bit more, man. He was getting tossed real for real. Banks said 93 Nav man, much respect always. Yes, sir. Banks come in always with the respect. You feel me? But shit, that was crazy though, yo. I don't lie. Like, I'm like, dang, like, what did people see in him that You know, I mean, the thing is, only thing is, I can see a lot of Colt Miller in them. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, uh, after watching the tape, the game a couple times more. See, I keep going back to the game and I keep watching the game because that's the most action that you're gonna get. And then I'll do the same with the 49ers game once we play them. I'll go back, watch them a couple of times, and then I'll watch the Seattle game and see what was the difference. Got a lot of people in the chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if y'all ain't subscribed already. But I see us playing a lot better though come next game. Um, you know, that first practice on Sunday, people were, the players responded pretty well. They came in ready to go. I'm ready to go on to the next opponent. So, um, leaving the other game behind. So I think that's a good thing too. You know, but I feel like, you know, 49ers is all right, but I don't think they're gonna beat it. But like I said, like that offensive line looked crazy. Nah, facts. Um, like Nash said, like Jamal Adams, guys that was standing out. You can see Tonka Hemingway was standing out too. Had a couple of batted passes. He was up in there, in the backfield. Um, but Jamal Adams, man, he's a beast. He was looking like a beast. Between two series on defense, he had about five tackles in a row, six. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was Jamal Adams. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that got some bounce back they got to do. They got to get some get back. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Devin White, I want to see get some get back. Uh, the Camry Richardson, I want to see him get some get back. You know what I'm saying? Jonah Laulu, or however you want to say it. Um, I see him getting some get back. This offensive line gonna eat though. I ain't gonna lie, because that offensive line over there on in St. Clair a little sus. You know what I mean? They a little sus. So bro said, so Jers, for watching the video over and over, what is the main problem you were saying with our team? Um, all right, so Rob, this is like not even major problems. It's just small problems. You know what I'm saying? Offensive line better on technique. Some of the defensive line gotta hone in on the run game. You know what I'm saying? The missed tackles. You know, um, missed assignments on the offensive line. Like, so it's basically like the offensive line has to just gel a little bit more better. and the defense just has to pick it up. I am going to say that I seen a little lack of energy on that defense. You know what I'm saying? Even with the big interception from Palomar, I still seen the same type of energy. You know what I'm saying? So I need to see some more energy on that defense. Also, you know what I mean? But those are just the in the cleanups of the penalties. I'm not gonna put too much of the penalties on them. I blame some of the refs. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. So yeah, but the penalties got to be cleaned up. Office line got to clean up what they got to clean up, and the missed tackle. I say we clean that up. We'll play an excellent game next week. This Saturday. Yeah, bro. Said I was gonna say tackle it. My players to watch as follows: Jackson, Cam, Lowry, Adams, Tyree, D, Cam, Tonka, Lowry. Continuity is the season will be most important. Nah, facts. Yeah, I watched Tyree Wilson again. His get off is getting a little bit more. It's getting a lot better. I see that. Um, and I seen him making some plays on D on the on at D end, yo. Like he was in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? Um, I see him. I mean, shoot, look. If Pete Carroll say what he said about Tyree, I think Tyree's gonna have a decent or a solid year. I'm not gonna say excellent. I'm not gonna say he's gonna have a career year, but he will have a solid year, better than the last two. You know what I'm saying? So, but Rob, you spot on. I'll tackle it definitely. You know what I'm saying? To tackle it gets straight. We got ourselves something. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? But I think the addition of Terrell Evans helps out a lot. You know, I think the by us getting Terrell Evans, you're gonna see what we were supposed to see week one with Lonnie Johnson. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely gonna see that. Tyree better is a must. Nah, yeah. Nah, facts. Well, they're gonna put him back. They're gonna put Tyree on both sides like they did last game, move him in and out. Um, and at this point, I think he's accepted that, and that's the main key. You know, the last two seasons, I don't think he was trying to accept that. You know what I mean? Now I think he's accepting that role, and now he's if he could play that role to the fullest, he'd be dominant, yo. I'm telling you. It just hold it on his craft, yo. Like just tuned into a star player, bro. I think he could be great. He could be the Tyree that we all been wanting. You know what I mean? And all been we seen at Texas Tech. But we just gotta give these guys time, especially time to develop in this new regime. You know what I'm saying? There's something Come on, Tyree. Nah, facts. Um, but on the real though, you can see, you know, you can see that they still have some of those tendencies from last year's regime, especially players like Aiden O'Connell. He's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Uh, some of the guys off the offensive line, like they still got that mentality, which they know that now it didn't work this game, so they'll figure it out next season, next come this Saturday, most definitely. Accept or reject Tyree. I mean, I accept him because I think he's going to work well this season. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do. I definitely think they're not leaving, and that's another thing. Like we gotta that I seen is that they're not leaving it all on the table because it's preseason. Like we gotta leave it all on the table, yo. Like lay it out on the line. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that type of energy. You know, I think we'll come out with better energy. Speaking that because we're home, so I think we'll come out with a lot better energy. Um, I expect us to come out with a lot better energy, a lot more enthusiasm. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Um, I like I said, I'm liking some things. And then there's just some things like, yeah, we need to get out of that habit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't. It's a lot of players I don't even see being here come cut day. Chris Smith, Tyree, and Trey Taylor. Them two, I don't see them being there. I'm sorry, I don't see them being there, and I also want to see. Yeah, also I see them going to get like replacing them two after the 53 million cuts. Yeah, I just think that's just something they gotta just keep continue to work on, bro. That's it. Say Tom said facts now, man. Yeah, I just think he said you're talking that shit, man. Yeah, I just think that I see is I just see they need to just keep working on that. You know what I'm saying? I think Meredith is gonna be he's gonna play her. Um like the more reps he get, the more repetition he does, you know what I'm saying, the better he'll be um come week 1. But like I said, bro, like I just see like keep watching this is the first time I've ever started doing this, watching games over and over. Like I usually watch a game and that's it. Um and I'm talking about before I started doing this, you know. Um but yeah, I just both gone, maybe not even on the practice squad. It was that bad. It was, yo. It was. It's like they were like non-factor back there. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Much as I love Taylor, yeah, he's not improving. Nope. Neither one of them is improving. Neither one of them. Neither one of them. So I don't see them being on the team. Like I said, I see them going to get other people from somewhere, taking a spot, and developing them. Uh, who else? Um, there's a couple more people. I think Nav said something yet the other day about keeping seven wide receivers. I can see that. Um, our tight ends got to do a little bit better job too. Um, we started off tight end started off pretty good, and I don't know. Ian Thomas didn't look all that, but I think he'll look better next game too. See, I just don't understand the hype. Everybody's super hyped over. Oh, we're bad. 6-10, 4-12. Like stupid shit. Like, oh man, like I laughed so much, yo. You know. Yeah, I think he's cautious too. He don't want to get injured, but he like I said, bro. The the energy wasn't there, bro, in that defense. You know what I'm saying? The energy wasn't there at all. Um, so his state, what it do, brother? He said, "What it do, like twin? Shit, just going over some shit." Max, a coach on the field, maybe. I don't know, but I know that energy was not there. Like I said, I've been watching it, um, watching different things. Getting different opinions on what people have been saying. You know, but I got my own opinions, but I like to hear what other people got to say. Some I agree with, some I don't. I think our corners was doing somewhat tackling. I know I seen Darian Porter out there hitting. Palomar was out there hitting. And we got in that backfield a lot, yo. Especially with Chin. Chin was in that backfield a lot, yo. So that was a positive also, watching. Like, oh shit. He was in there about 2, 3 times, not just once. He's in there a few times, you feel me? So but I'm telling you, this 49ers game, we might put belt to ass because I'm pretty sure Pete Carroll's telling them like, yo, if y'all want to, yeah, I'm going dolo right now. Nav. Um, if we, if we, you feel me, just can correct what we did, and it's small shit too, bro. Like, it ain't even like, oh man, we gotta correct all these things. Like, no, it's like stupid minor shit. You know what I'm saying? That a fucking Pop Warner team can correct. Then if my son's high school team can make corrections. I know the fuck we can. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean. But yeah, go like I think. we need to go and watch. We need to go. Y'all need to go and watch some Cam Miller stuff, bro. Like I went back and watched some more tape on him, even in college, bro. Like Cam Miller can throw that football, bro. Cam Miller can throw it. But Aiden O'Connell better watch out, bro. Because he even watching his press conference, he just looks so poised and so focused. You know what I'm saying? I think if you look at Aiden O'Connell, it just feels like he got a lot of stress on him. It's a lot of stuff going on through his mind and stuff. You know what I mean? So we're about to play better against St. Clair. This they said we about to play better against Santa Clara, low key, especially with our intensity and being more physical in the trenches on both sides on bro. Now facts. We definitely gonna be more physical on both sides. That's something I don't think we displayed. Kind of, we displayed some, but not as a whole. You know what I'm saying? All of us, like you seen some players play with physicality, and then you seen some players that didn't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Uh, like for instance, Lucky Kasi. That motherfucker plays so physical, yo. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Agreed. You know what I'm saying? Look, when I looked at Lucky Tasi, I said, yo, this guy is he's gonna be something in a year or two. Maybe in a year, the way he develops. You know what I'm saying? Ardell said, "What's happening, Ardell?" He said, "AOC is scared. Got happy feet in the pocket. Yeah, he does." Talk about somebody being extra nervous. That motherfucker was super nervous, yo. Hell yeah. AOC is too stationary. Yes, he is. He said C-Mill got Dottie. I watched bro highlights from North Dakota. Tough, nah, facts. Like he'll put it there. You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that somebody like Gino put him under his wing. You feel me? Salute, brother. James said on my last break, stop by to yell Raiders. Yes, sir. He's bro yelling it again. Raiders. Yes, sir. Bro said I had to hard to blame AOC. He did have to play with the poor blocking uh 4-13 team last year. We had to stabilize our line. Yeah, but there was some. I agree. You can't blame someone on the offensive line. Like you can't put some blame on that, but you can't put blame on them when you're clean in the pocket and you throw to a 6'5" wide receiver who runs a 4.3. You underthrow him 7 yards in a clean pocket. My add you. It's like, come on, we gotta do better. Remember, I was there. Nah, I don't think he ready either. And where was you gonna put Minbow at? This nigga AOC regressed low key. I figured he would be better in year three on bro. We all did, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all did. You feel me? Raider Paul was goody. Raiders, yes sir. But that's just it's just facts, yo. He regressed. Um, you know what I'm saying? I just well, but we'll see. I'm not gonna make no hasty judgments. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make no hasty decision. You know what I'm saying? I'm hasty opinions. Matter of fact, I should say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. I'll give him to this game. If he fucks up on this game, then yeah. And Cam Miller plays him like it's inevitable. Like you know what I'm saying? You can't blame nobody but yourself. Bro. You know what I mean? Especially if you got beat out. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. You know you got beat out. We all know you beat out Gardner Minshew and the rest of these guys. We knew you did that. But these quarterbacks ain't them. They ain't him. You feel me? These motherfuckers can throw the ball just like you. So and I'm gonna say it was the GM. The GM is the one who wanted to start. No, actually, it wasn't even the GM. It was the coordinator. Coordinator was saying that, and the GM actually, it was both of them. It was the GM and the coordinator. AOC. We all know that. What's the name? AP wanted AOC. Nah, we know. Real ones know, man. Real ones know. Real ones know. The real ones know. There ain't no way you're gonna sit there and tell me that that's who AOC wanted. I mean, that's who AP wanted. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ain't no way. Weird. Um, hold on. I want to do something real quick. There's too much to stay on that time. Says low key AOC multiple picks again. Next game, bro, about to be toast as the number two QB. Female is female on his bumper as the backup. Is that not a fact? Um, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Definitely right about that. His stick. If AOC don't get his shit together, and he throw another multiple picks. Shit, he got throw. All he got to do is throw one pick, and it don't look good for him. But we gonna go with two because they still give him a chance to fight for it. You know what I mean? But nah, you know, Cam Miller is on his heels, and if he don't straighten up, he gonna ship out. You feel me? If he don't shape up, he gonna ship out. Most definitely. So he said we drafted Cam for a reason. He rolls like Gito. Yeah, I said it yesterday. AOC does not fit. He doesn't. He doesn't fit this. He doesn't fit the mold. He doesn't fit this offense. You know what I'm saying? So you can't force that shit either. Or then your offense is not going to click at all. You know what I'm saying? Bring him over there to the Dolphins or something like that. You feel me? So you never know. Yeah. People say when he threw that shit, when he underthrew Thor, he was under pressure. He wasn't. Like I said, right before I did this live, I cut the game off because I was only in like the fourth quarter. Like as soon as Cam Miller threw that touchdown pass, that's when I turned it off. So and then that other interception he threw, he stared the dude right down the fucking, just stared him right down. Mobile QB is important in today's NFL. Look at the last five Super Bowls. Yep, that's facts. That's definitely facts. You know what I'm saying? Mahomes, even against Mahomes, you had uh, what's this guy name? Jalen Hurts. Shoot. So yeah, you definitely need some mobile quarterbacks, yo. Motherfuckers who can run. That's why I was cool with getting Jalen Murray. Or said hell last 10 QBs, yeah. Yeah. Yep, last 10 QBs. Shoot. Some people be like, no. You throw Joe Burrow in there, they be like, nah, Joe Burrow mobile too. Joe Burrow chirp on your ass real quick. Bro had all day to throw. AOC just got a noodle. This nigga can't even throw 50 yards. Wild work. Yeah, I think he don't learn from what Gardner Minshew and this other guy did. So you need to watch Geno more. You ain't gotta be a runner, just gotta be mobile to extend plays. That's it. That's it. Even Todd Brady can extend plays in somewhat. But he was so cold in and out that pocket, boy. You know what I mean? He was hard to touch. Plus, he get that ball out real fast. You know what I'm saying? So, all in all, though, for real, on some real shit. Um, just because to have that type of uh, play out on the field and still tie and put up 23 points, I think that's pretty good. I think that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? See, back in like the last couple of years, do evaluation, it was a lot of bad than good. It's a lot of good and somewhat bad. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a better thing too to look at it. How you can look at it too. So G Smitty got Dotties on deep routes. Be all that. Yes, sir. Damn. My bad, y'all. Since the new NFL requires a QB that can extend plays and avoid the blitz. Yep. Sometimes they can't though. All depends how they blitz, but yeah, most likely they do. You're definitely right about that, Nav. Definitely right about that. Definitely right about that. Because you look, you gotta have them quarterbacks that can, what I mean, make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? The quarterbacks that what I mean, you gotta be able to make something out of nothing. You know what I mean? And I think ALC doesn't do that for us. You know what I mean? ALC doesn't do that for us. Jackson on that slow route was nasty work. That dude knows how to run routes, how to run a route. I want that dude on the roster, not facts. He look. I say he makes the team, man. I say Nasty Jackson. He makes the team. Action Jackson. You feel me? He said, "But beat him in 2 steps." Yeah, his ass was on the floor. He was on the floor. He said, "I think so too." Yeah, he makes the team, bro. Especially if he get. He said, "Look good Thursday." And I did. He he gonna make the team. It'd be a fool not to put him on the team. But I think he makes more plays against the 49ers. Yep. Right about that, Nav. The pedigree and DNA from both just makes it right. And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? I think you can see the speed, you can see the, you know what I'm saying, the agility, the athleticism, and he's pretty big too, pretty solid. I think he's like 6'1". Congratulations, Chewy. Appreciate you popping in, bro. Congratulations to you, bro. Hell yeah. Definitely, I would approve. Definitely, I'll definitely approve of that. Just yeah, congrats, Chewy, on your new crib, brother. Now make sure y'all go over there and sub to my brother, man. Chewy's NFL News and Podcast. You hear me? That boy, he rising up faster than a shooting star, bro. Y'all go check him out. My man got his first K on his live and shit. He doing his thing over there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't know if we got any pressers. Let me see. If we got some pressers. I'll play some pressers if I want. Let me see. Just gonna check and see if there's some pressers, y'all. Some pressers, we can knock them out real quick. We signed wide receiver Marquez Callaway. He was on the practice squad around like 2001, 2003, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 2001, 2021, 23, around there. Uh, he did play, and now he's back with us again. So I think that's dope. But yeah, we got some pressers. Dylan Parham, Shedrick Jackson, and Cody Lindenberg. So y'all want to hear those? We can listen to those. Yup, 2002. Yeah, you gotta chill. Trying to hop fences with a bad hit, you can't do that. He said, pass me up. He said, great work. Yes, sir. Chewy over there doing his thing, man. But yeah, I'm finna play these pressers, y'all. See what this drum popping like.
Likewise. We go.
You're having a terrific camp. You got to be kind of pleased, but it's typical you, just steady Eddie. Don't see a lot of the emotion. Just go to work, do your job. You feel like you're having as good of a camp as I am.
For me, I think just this year, going back to left guard, the biggest emphasis for me was trying to improve each and every day. And so that's what I've been trying to do. Keeping my mind focused, being intentional on each rep that I have, and just using this training camp to be my best.
How much of an emphasis was it for you to put on some weight? You were listed, 285 last year? Now, 332?
So that was like my college weight, which is crazy because I don't know why I didn't get updated.
Yeah.
I haven't been 285 probably since like my sophomore, junior year in college. So I don't know where the 285 came from, but I was like, maybe that'll help me because they think I'm light or something. But no, I haven't been that light in a minute.
So 332 is accurate?
Yeah, that's accurate.
But it doesn't look like you gained any weight. Is that where you were last year?
So I was like 325-ish last year. So I was like a couple extra pounds. And then I know like with the heat out here, it's going to be natural that I lose some. And so being in a position of where I don't lose too much and still be in a good spot for when the season starts, that's what I've been looking forward to.
People at Ohio State were telling me that Chip had maybe 150 plays, but there are 5 different things you can do off of each one, just how unique them is. How much, especially if you're an ethereal player, a thinker, how much do you like all of the different parts in his offense?
I enjoy him. All the things that, first of all, Chip has brought to his organization. I'm very appreciative for. He's going to give us an opportunity to really be ourselves and be able to move a little bit. And so I'm excited for that. And to be truthful, it doesn't feel like it's too much or it's complicated. I've had sessions where I feel like a lot of things were spinning. And so this feels like, I don't know if it's just me growing and maturing to where the offenses become more simplistic once you figure out something, or it's like a lot of teams in terms, they have like an umbrella of things that you use. And so I guess me being in my 4th year, I having an understanding of how it is on to play football, and then what he's bringing to it's a little bit slower for me this year.
How much do Dylan notice his ability to communicate and teach? Have you noticed that? Has that maybe helped the adjustment too?
I think so. When we get into those offensive meetings, just the way he's able to break it down, he does a really great job of it. And he can focus on each position. And so he understands what it is that he's trying to get completed and what he wants to see from us. And so he does a great job of when it's time to get together as an entirety of the group, bringing us together and then just coaching about position. Tell us this offensive line, this is what we need to do, coach running backs and so forth.
You played many positions of the interior, right? Left guard, center, and right guard.
Yes, sir.
Left guard is your best position. How do you feel like the offensive line's coming together?
I'm going to start off with the offensive line. I feel like it's coming together. And, I mean, each year it's going to be different. So it's been moving parts. It's like that every year. And so we got a new center. You know, we got a lot of young guys that we're trying to get together and get ready to go. And so that's the biggest thing. I think this is an important part, obviously, within camp. The more reps we can get as offensive line, to help bring the unity together. And then you said specifically for me as my position.
Right now,
I'm enjoying it, man. So I did a little bit of everything, and it's been like that since college. You know, I've done left guard for 2 years in college, and then moved to right tackle, right guard, and then like my first year, I played all 3 positions just in that first year. And so, I mean, I've been doing everything, and I think with me progressing from last year, understanding what it feels like to do this and be successful at that, and then transition to the left side, it's been very helpful. Jordan, first of all, Jordan's been my guy since I first got here. And so I've just been able to see his growth since my rookie year. And so I'm excited for him to get an opportunity to come out here and play and represent the Raiders. He's a great communicator, man. So I mean, he communicates, he tells you exactly what you need to do. He makes it very simplistic for everybody else on the offense line to get to where we need to go. So that's something that you want to look for into the center. You know, just understanding the defense, understanding what it is that we're trying to do as an offense, and then being able to play fast. He's done a great job of it so far.
When you talk to him, it seems like he's a really just intelligent guy in general. Like, is that how you go on the field in that communication?
100%. And then the way he plays physical, man. He plays at the point of attack. I mean, I've seen flashes of Jordan since my very first year. I mean, there's times where we put him in tough positions. He had to step in. After coming back, he was brought back my first year versus the Patriots, and then played a really good game. And then, so it's just like we've always put Jordan in positions to where he's had to step up, and he's done it every time. And so I don't think this is any different.
You've always been a good teammate, but I've noticed something different for you this camp. You're spending a ton of time teaching Caleb and some of the younger guys. Has that been more of just a maturation for you becoming a leader as well as a seasoned player?
I think so. Just having an understanding of what it is that they're coming into. That was me a couple years ago. Similarly, like the third round position that they were drafting, all the way down to that. And so with Caleb, I understand like he's moving like they have him playing right guard, left guard, center. I was like, that's the exact same thing that I had to do. And so just trying to help him grow, because there's gonna be things. There's gonna be the speed of the game that's gonna be different. You feel like the physicality is gonna be different until you play. And so I was like, for him, just get them reps. They're gonna have to see the defense feel the flow of the game. Then it'll be good from there.
Knowing the way I do it, though, you're not wasting your time if he's not a listener. So does that tell you a lot about his character, that he's a good listener, he's teachable?
100%. I feel like all of our rookies have been doing a great job. They try to be coachable. They listen to the guys. They listen and try to understand what it is that we're trying to do, and then they have some type of urgency to do it. And so they're not trying to wait till days after. It's like if we come in, we look at the film today, and we're like, okay, this is something that you need to work on. We try to tell them individually, you need to pick one thing at a time. You're not going to be able to change who you are as in one day. That's not going to happen. So just trying to figure it out, fix one thing at a time, and then continue to grow is the biggest thing for them.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
So that was Dylan Parham, y'all. That was Dylan Parham. To be honest, like I said, by him being at left guard, back at left guard, I think is the best spot for him. I think he played his best at left guard. You heard him say that he's bigger. He's bigger than last year. He weighed about 320. About 320 something. Now he's at like 332. So he's a lot bigger. He's eating better. A lot healthier. And like I said, him and Colton being back on that left side, man, I think it's gonna be a lot better. It's gonna work a lot wonders. You're gonna see some big runs from Genty on that side. Also on the right side too. And like I said, I called that lineup too. Dylan Parham, Cole Miller, Dylan Parham, Meredith, and JPJ and Glaze. I called that lineup, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like that would be the best lineup for us. You know what I mean? So, and the fact that he's taking initiative to teach the younger guys now, show them the ropes, you know what I'm saying? I think that's dope by him, trying to be, a leader in his own way. I like I always said, I always liked the Dylan Parham. I think, like I said, he's going to continue to get better and better. Like he said, he worked all the things that he needed to get better on. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see him get more reps during the 49ers game. You know what I mean? Next up is Shedrick Jackson, y'all.
Cedric, you've gotten a lot of work with Cam. What has he shown you throughout camp so far?
Yeah.
Cam's been good. He's coming in as a young dude, just getting his opportunity, getting the reps, and he's taking advantage of all of them.
How's it been going for you? How would you describe what your camp's been like, preseason opener?
I'll say same thing, kind of, just still being kind of new to the Raiders, give my chance to show what I could do with no new coaching staff, and it's been going well so far, been practicing before the game, and then obviously knowing how to do it in the game and take care of business.
It's a new organization for you, but not for the family.
Right.
Uncle Bo giving you any advice or anything about what to expect here?
Yeah, we've talked a little bit. He gives me advice whenever I need it, and he's always there to help me, be there as like somebody to give me words of encouragement, to keep me on the right path. So it's always good to have.
His career in Raiders.
Honestly, I see some of the highlights, not too much, but guys that have been here when he was here, they tell me about it all the time, and just we laugh and joke about it. So it's pretty cool to walk around the same building that he's been in, around the same people. So it's been very cool.
How did today go for you, just overall? Sorry, I didn't hear your first answer.
Yeah, today was smooth. Getting back out here in the heat for a pass, that's how you play football. So you got to get used to the elements. Luckily, we got the nice Allegiant Stadium to play in, so we ain't got to deal too much with this heat. But, you know, it's always good to get out here with the guys, compete, and just build that relationship, build that chemistry.
What are you hoping on going into this week as you get ready to face the Niners?
Yeah, just build consistency, continue to build that chemistry. You know, first time playing with all of these quarterbacks, the O-line, everybody else, so it's been fun. It's been a great opportunity.
With the new staff and everything, what's your take on Chip Kelly's offense and kind of how it creates space for you guys?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. We kept it simple so far, game plan-wise, going into the game. But he has a lot of exciting stuff, so we'll see what it takes us this season.
After practice, you were taking some extra reps with some of your fellow wideouts. What is the camaraderie like in that room, and how, you know, you guys are competing, but, you know, you also want to be good teammates? How do you kind of balance that? Right,
that's something that I've always, taken pride in, just trying to get better myself. And when I'm going over there to get better, somebody's going to be with me. So I take somebody with me, and, you know, the young guys are talking about trying. Number 85, you know, he does his thing every day. We go out there and get our reps after practice, before practice. So those small reps, they add up over time, and they help you get a lot better.
You're not new to this league, but the way that you performed in that preseason game, is there any, sigh of relief? You feel like, okay, I caught this, just getting that under your belt?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. You know, no matter what year I'm in, I kind of did it my first year, my rookie year in the preseason, made some plays. So kind of, you know, that same feeling, it was real fun and exciting. So I'm looking to do it again.
Describe what you bring, your skill set, what you bring to the team.
Yeah, I try to make as many plays as possible. You know, as a receiver, that's what you want to do, especially the ones down the field. Yeah. Those are exciting ones, and that's what you look forward to.
Definitely was a great question, bro.
When you're going deep, catching over the middle, the run after the catch, everything about it was just exciting for me.
Too simple. Maybe it's a speed guy or a possession guy, or is it, how it's like?
Yeah, I've tried to pick up on the run after the catch part, yards after the catch, so that's something I've always worked on.
Are you a Niners fan? No. What was your team?
I really didn't have an NFL team. You know, I'm from Alabama, so yeah, I was just like Auburn pretty much. I started going for the Saints at one point, but that's about it.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Well, at least he was 100. You don't have a favorite team. I'm kind of glad. Because I hate when people say, I was a Raiders fan since then. I mean, they play like shit. All right, so Nash said he answered it perfectly. Nah, he did. He answered all the questions perfectly. But you know, one thing. So you know, it was funny. You know, they asked him. You know about. No, I like Alabama because I live out here, but I like the Hurricanes. Miami is my team. Miami's been my team since I was a kid. So they, you know, how does it feel to, you know, walk in the same building as Uncle Bo and all that stuff? And he says, you know, it was great, you know, just knowing that he was here and all that other stuff. You know, he asks him for advice when he needs it. He gives him good advice and what to do on and off the fields. And he says it's good to have that. I thought that was dope. I thought it was also dope that he wants to, you know, build off the the last performance. You know what I'm saying? Things he wanted to work on was you know, the run after catch. You seen that in the first game. You'll probably be seeing it in the second game. You know what I'm saying? What else? It's something else that he said too, that caught my attention. The fact that, you know, after practice, him and the wide receivers, they get extra reps in. That's how you get better. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get better. Extra reps. Extra reps. Extra reps. Extra reps. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's a guy that displayed it during the game. Hopefully somebody else will display that. Some other young receiver might display that come next game, Saturday's game. You feel me? So yeah, Ardell, the U, nothing but the U, baby. So I think, like I said, I think he makes this team, not because of the name, and that's the thing. He's not getting anything because of the name on his jersey. He's earning everything too. That's another thing. You know what I mean? You earn everything. You feel me? John Leon in the building. Salute Nation. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you popping up. We got one more presser, y'all. It's the Cody Lindenberg presser.
Absolutely. There's always things that you're going to get better at, things that you want to improve on. I think it's taking those and looking at the positives and what I can do looking forward to improve that. So it's not looking in the past, it's not looking in the future, staying right where your feet are at and thinking, how can I get better each and every single day.
What have you learned about yourself through this camp and this battle and all of it?
I would say throughout my entire journey in football as a whole, I've learned so much about myself and, how much it takes to persevere and go through challenges, right? Because it's not just a game of football. I think it's a game of life as well, right? Like there's things that go on outside of football that you're going to have to, maybe put in the rearview mirror for a second while I go on the football field. There's things that happen on the football field that you can't let go in your personal life and affect those around you. So there's so many different factors that go into it that I think, there's been so many things. There's been so many people in my life that have affected me, whether as coaches, teammates, mentors, my family members, my faith. So I think there's so many things that I could number off.
You've demonstrated a very coachable attitude. You talk about where does that come from? Is it just college? How you were raised? Where's that come from?
I think certainly it come from the way that I was raised. Just looking up to my parents and the way that they have shaped me growing up, and also the people and coach I've had around me ever since I was young. I've had, disciplined coaches that really cared about the person and the player. It's not just, hey, like you have to do this and that so you can be a great football player. So you got to do this, that, and the other thing so you can be a good community member, a good son, a good father someday. And I think a lot of that I contribute to Coach Fleck as well at Minnesota. He was not only about the on-field performance, how you do your things on the field, but it's also about academics, athletics, your social life, and your spiritual life. So I think when you culminate all of that, it really, really helps you as a person, and it helps you on the field as well. We'd always say guys are good football players, but they're better people off the field. I think that's what's really important, and I think it's something that sometimes gets lost, but I really contribute that to all the people that I've had around me growing up.
He's been a friend of mine for a long time. You remind him a lot of Robert Spillane, that kind of a guy. Had to come in and kind of work to get you.
Right.
And he just got big bank, and for you, that's a pretty good compliment. Do you see a lot of Robert in you?
Absolutely, and I haven't had the fortune to have met him, but I've seen so much tape. I've watched his film. I've heard stories from Coach Fleck, and then Coach Nickel, our strength coach from Minnesota, and it just is incredible to think about myself being able to emulate that. We're different people, but you can take things from people and add them to your game, to the way that you play. And I think certainly to be able to put in a category with Robert Spillane is something that I will 100% take and add to myself.
I've noticed he landed and Devin talking to you a lot. So for you, what have you learned from those two? Seasoned pros.
Seasoned pros is a great way to put it. Those guys have been around, and it's so awesome to have those guys around me on the football field and off the football field, right? They help me with not only, how to take on a block, how to see the path of the back and not get influenced by the offensive line, for example, on the field, those kind of things. But it's also how to watch film. It's how to take care of my body. It's what am I eating? And for me, I would love to take up as much information as I can with more guys like Jermaine Pratt, Jamal Adams, Jalen Smith. Like, you see all the years those guys have been in the NFL, and how could you not learn something from guys like that? And so for me, it's just being a sponge and soaking up as much as I can from those guys in all aspects of the game, not just the field, but off-field stuff as well, because I think that's just as important, if not more, if you want to be able to play for as long as those guys have.
PJ practices a lot like NFL NFL very fast. It's kind of always had its success. So that probably hasn't been an adjustment. But has the heat been the biggest adjustment, or the level of competition for you, Cody?
Honestly, it's a good point. Our practices are very, very similar to this, so that wasn't a big challenge. And honestly, I like the dry heat, to be honest. I really don't mind it. I've heard it's been a little tamer than the past, but Minnesota, man, when it gets up to like 85, touching 90s, that humidity will get you, man. And but no, I've loved it out here. The fans, the weather. I mean, I don't know where else you can look out over your field and see those kind of views. So things of that sort. And then, like I said, the competition, it's just iron sharpens iron, right? You're not going to have a perfect day. Nobody's perfect, but it's taking, like I said, the good and the bad and learning from it and, moving forward. You never take a step backwards, but you can always move forward.
What's been the biggest investment just going to the NFL? What's the biggest thing you've had to learn?
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time? I apologize.
What's the biggest thing you've had to learn on the fly just in the NFL?
It's a great question. I think for me, a big thing is how am I going to make sure? How am I going to make sure I can keep myself on that football field as much as possible, right? Because the best ability is availability. So for me, it's learning what else I can do with the time that I have in the building, at the hotel, like to take care of my body and take care of my mental state, so I can be the best on the football field. Because I can know everything, I can, whatever, run the fastest, hit the hardest, whatever it might be. But if I'm not healthy enough to do it, then that's not going to work, right? So for me, it's a mixture of making sure I can get in the right spot, make the play, but also be able to be out there to do it.
Oh yeah. So that was.
Questions for Zach?
I love how you cause a scare.
That was Cody Lindenberg, y'all. I liked what he had to say. I like the fact that guy's hungry. He's listening. He wants to be a good football player. The fact that he's watched a lot of Spillane tapes and wants to mimic some, implement some of his game into his. I think that's dope. I like players who do that. You know what I'm saying? I think he said something about having to learn things on the fly, and best ability is availability, and he can hit the hardest, run the fastest, whatever it may be, but what good is it if he ain't on the field to do it, right? So I think he got the right mind frame. These guys all seem like they're locked in, they're poised, and they're ready to have some good, have a good season. It's really all I got on Cody. Ardell in the building. What's up, brother? But yeah, they do. They speak right to the media. They get right to the point too. They don't beat around the bush. None of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just. I think this team is going to be, Pete's going to push them to the limits and get them at their best. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see a change come Saturday. You're going to see this team come in, try to dominate, try to and try to improve on what they lacked on last game. So I think it's going to be dope. I think it's going to be dope. Yep. Yeah, y'all. The linebacker core I'm going to keep the problem, weakness right there. Yeah, that's been fixed. uh, well, of course. Yeah, none never. That's one thing that's sacred to them is the locker room. None never gets in and out the locker room. Feel me? So that's definitely facts. None gets out of the locker room because that's the sanctuary right there, right? It's where the guys get to be the guys. You know what I'm saying? Talk their shit. This, that, and third. I don't think they do that cigar shit. I ain't gonna lie. Cigar shit out the window. But you never know. You might see Max passing out some cigars. You know what I'm saying? You might see my brother pass out some cigars throughout the game. You know what I'm saying? After every win, maybe. But like I said, man, I don't think it's nothing really to panic about. Um, I think we're gonna be all right, y'all. Um, but it's a lot to see. Come Saturday, it's a lot that we need to address. That we, not a lot I'm gonna be looking for also. Paul say Raiders, yes sir. It's a lot we go to. I think we're gonna improve on a lot too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Especially that offensive line. The offensive line play a lot better, then we in there. We moving in the right direction, y'all. Yep, nice facts. We definitely gonna sneak up on them. Definitely gonna sneak up on them. We want to see what y'all got. You feel me? We want to see what's really good. You know what I mean? Uh, this is the time that we need to, you know, bounce back and show that we a better team. We don't show that we a better team, then people gonna continue to keep coming at us. We gonna continue to keep having to defend. But how long we gonna be able to defend? You know what I'm saying? Yep. Same here, man. 10-7. I ain't standing. I stand on business, like I said. 10-7. 10-7, yeah. You're Yep, 10-7. I'm standing on it. So I'm saying I'm still at 10-7 too, yeah. Look, that first game don't define us. Everybody say, yeah, we're going 6-10. We're going 6-11. We're gonna go 5-12, 4-13. We're gonna be bad this year. Like, it's crazy, all off of one game. all off one game. It's crazy. I don't get it. If we win the games we should win, could be more. Exactly. Exactly. Colts don't know what they're doing, so we should beat them. You know what I mean? Giants, we should beat them. Ray Ryan, what's happening, bro? But there's some teams in there that we should beat. You know what I'm saying? There's some teams that is like, it go neck and neck. And there's some teams that we shouldn't beat. You know what I mean? We take care of the ones that we should. And some of the ones that's neck and neck, we could be all right. Sacktown said, Ray Ryan, what's up, man? Salute. You know what I mean? So we're gonna be all right, y'all. We're gonna be all right. I'm just trying to get him out. Like, I really see us being a really good football team, yo. You know? 6 games is outrageous, y'all. And I think if you mention 6 games to Pete Carroll, he'll laugh in your face. Because he's on to something, y'all. He's on to something. He's building something. And he just, you know, y'all gonna see it. That's what he's saying. Y'all gonna see when we display it week 1. Your Sacktown, Ray Mike, what's happening? What up, Ray Ryan? Yeah, me too. Me too. You know what I'm saying? I agree, Nav. You know what I mean? I think it's just something that we should win, so that we should win. You know what I mean? We gotta make it competitive too, though. You know what I mean? You gotta make that shit debatable. Like, damn, well, the Raiders could have won the way they played. You feel me? That's the type of shit I want to see. You know what I mean? That's the type of things I want to see. Yeah, man. Y'all go ahead and get y'all questions in or whatever y'all want to say. We in the building. I got a few more beds before I cut out of here. You know what I'm saying? I think, shoot, it's sky's the limit for us, though. You feel me? But it starts with this next game. The mistakes have to be corrected, you know, with this next game. And if I can see the improvement and, you know, I know that we're gonna be okay. You know, I know that there's gonna be some games in there I know I'm not gonna be worried going into the next season. Going into the regular season. You know what I'm saying? So I believe we're gonna be all right, y'all. But y'all get y'all comments in, man. Get y'all questions in. You feel me? So I want to see him destroy his plane over the middle week 1. I'm gonna tell you right now, Brock finna put in that work against Spillane in week 1. Saying Spillane ain't gonna be able to rock with him. He's not gonna be able to catch up with him. Brock fast, and he got moves too. So yeah, I'm interested to see that shit too. But it starts with the corrections going into week 2 preseason, bro. You know what I'm saying? It starts there. And if we can make them corrections, I know we're gonna be good. Because I know that it's like, all right, they messed up and this is what they corrected on, this is what they got better in. You know? I expect the line to be better. I expect the defense to be better. I expect this team to play with more energy. You know what I'm saying? And you know what that means. Tony Seth said, Raiders. Salute to you, bro. What's happening with you? What's goody? Yeah, man, y'all get y'all questions in, y'all comments in, man. He said they both know each other, but I think Brock will beat Spillane, of course. Yeah. Mayor too. Mayor gonna put the moves on. Look, we got a really good tight end room, bro. It's gonna be hard to stop them 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna use the term if they're utilized right, because I know they will be utilized correctly. So I think that it's gonna be tough for a lot of linebackers in them trying to defend our tight end, Joe. Yeah. But yeah, man, y'all get y'all comments in, get y'all questions in. Everybody saying salute to Tony. Salute my guy Tony, yes sir. Let's get there. Let's try to get by. Our tight end room gotta be number 1 in the NFL. Yeah. We gotta see how they perform though. But on paper, yeah, I agree. On paper, yes, sir. No doubt. No doubt about that. Yeah, on paper, yeah, we the shit. But we gotta put that on the field. That paper gotta translate to the field. You know what I'm saying? Your P said, always looking for competition. You know what I'm saying? Always looking for competition. And I think, grabbing, Edmonds and all them other guys, and that other guy, I think it's going to. So just Mike, just Brock and Mike makes it best. Yeah, not facts. Salute, Sacktown. Spillane can't run with Bowers. No, he can't. He definitely can't. Watch. Chip will put Brock in a position to expose him. Watch. He gonna put Brock in a position to expose Spillane. Watch. Ed Thomas looks good too. Yeah. I gotta see more from Ed Thomas though. I don't think Michael Mayer played any He might have, but we need to see more on him too. Brock, I don't think played. Michael Mayer is the one who played, so just gotta see some more on them. Open up the run game now. Facts. Definitely would. They'll open up the run game. And then once the run game gets opened up, it'll open up the deep ball for the receivers. Yeah. Whole bunch of outlets, bro. Whole bunch of outlets. They'll allow a whole bunch of outlets. And then now we can let Chip Kelly and the rest of them cook. You feel me? So. But yeah, man, I'm getting ready to get up out of here because I gotta get some sleep. Yeah. I got a shower and stuff, get ready. Even though I showered already. Earlier, got a shower again, you feel me? Oh, yeah. So I expect us to keep 4 tight ends because Brock can play in the slot. Yeah, but I mean, you're going to have a lot of other players playing the slot too, but yeah. I can see 4 tight ends, maybe 5, maybe. You know what I'm saying? All depends on who else plays good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think, you might be right because we moved Justin Shorter to wide receiver, so yeah, I can see that. He said, no shit, Sacktown. He said, Rocket Ishmael is making plays also at tight end. Yeah, facts. Sack said, pick your poison. Pick it. Yep. Pick your poison. Our offense is going to be really good. Especially when we start gelling around like week 1, like week 2, week 3. Yeah. But yeah, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Yeah, no, that's fact. Facts. What they do. But like I said, y'all, I appreciate everybody go to bed. The boy is tired. Thank everybody for pulling up. Tomorrow's not going to be as early as I did today. Kind of took off today, so. But yeah. Tomorrow probably be the same time, 8:45, something like that. You know what I mean? G-Fan, what it do, bro? Damn, bro, I was getting ready to cut up out of here, cuz. Yes, sir. Appreciate you pulling up, though. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank everybody. But yeah, your boy's just beat down and tired. So with that being said, y'all know what it is, y'all. Your eaters. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that like button, man, on the way out. Hit that subscribe on the way out.